If you just found out your testosterone might be low, here's the good news. For most men, you don't need injections to fix it. The majority of low testosterone cases are driven by lifestyle, and that means they're reversible. Today, I'll give you exactly what actually moves testosterone, ranked by impact, and what's a complete waste of money. I'm Dr. Andrew. Before anyone talks to you about testosterone replacement therapy, you should exhaust the natural levers first because TRT shuts down your own production and is usually for life. The good news is the natural tools are genuinely powerful when you actually do them consistently. I'll go from the biggest lever to the smallest, so if you only do the first three, you'll already feel different. Let's start. Number 1, and it's not even close, sleep. Up to 80% of your daily testosterone is produced while you're in deep sleep. In one study, men who slept only 5 hours a night for a week dropped their testosterone by 10 to 15%. That's like aging 10 years in 7 days. Aim for 7 to 9 hours. Keep the room cold and pitch black, and no screens for an hour before bed. If you fix nothing else, fix this. It's the highest return change you can make, and it's free. Number 2, lift heavy. Resistance training is one of the most reliable natural testosterone boosters there is, but not all training is equal. Big compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses, rows, recruit large muscle groups, and give the biggest hormonal response. 3 to 4 heavy sessions a week, low to moderate reps. Endless cardio does the opposite. Chronic long-distance running can actually lower testosterone. Lift hard, then go home and recover, because the recovery is where the testosterone is made. Number 3, lose the belly fat. This one's a multiplier. Fat tissue, especially the visceral fat around your organs, contains an enzyme called aromatase that converts your testosterone into estrogen. More belly fat means more conversion and less testosterone, and it becomes a vicious cycle. Losing even 10 to 15 pounds of fat can meaningfully raise free testosterone. You don't need to get shredded. Just getting your waist under half your height makes a real difference. Number 4, manage stress. Cortisol, your stress hormone, is testosterone's direct antagonist. They're built from the same raw material, and when your body is flooded with cortisol, it prioritizes survival over testosterone. Chronic stress quietly suppresses your levels every single day. You don't need anything fancy: daily walks, sunlight, time off your phone, slow breathing, a sauna if you have one. The goal isn't zero stress. It's just not living in fight or flight 24/7. Number 5, sunlight and vitamin D. Vitamin D acts more like a hormone than a vitamin, and your testes have receptors for it. Men with low vitamin D consistently show lower testosterone, and restoring it to normal often raises levels. Get 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight on your skin when you can. If you live somewhere gray, get your vitamin D tested and supplement into a healthy range, usually 2 to 4,000 IU a day. But test, don't guess. Number 6, zinc and magnesium. These two minerals are direct cofactors for producing testosterone, and most men, especially if you train hard and sweat, are running low. Zinc deficiency alone can tank your levels. Get zinc from oysters, beef, and pumpkin seeds, and magnesium from leafy greens, nuts, and dark chocolate. If you supplement, use around 15 to 30 milligrams of zinc and magnesium glycinate at night, which also improves your sleep, so it pulls double duty. Number 7, eat enough fat. Here's a mistake I see constantly. Men go ultra-low fat to lose weight and crash their testosterone. Your hormones are literally built from cholesterol and dietary fat, and very low-fat diets have been shown to reduce testosterone. You want healthy fats: eggs with the yolk, olive oil, fatty fish, avocado, nuts, even red meat. Don't fear saturated fat in reasonable amounts. It's a building block for the very hormone you're trying to raise. Number 8, cut the sugar. A single sugary meal can drop testosterone temporarily, and a diet full of refined carbs and sugar keeps your insulin chronically high, which drives fat gain and lowers testosterone over time. You don't have to go zero carb. Just cut the obvious stuff: soda, candy, pastries, and the giant flavor coffees. Build your meals around protein, vegetables, and the healthy fats we just talked about. Number 9, limit alcohol. Alcohol is a direct testosterone killer. It interferes with production in the testes, raises estrogen, and wrecks the deep sleep where you make most of your testosterone. Even a few drinks a few nights a week adds up. You don't have to be a monk, but if you're drinking most nights, that alone could be holding your levels down. Cut it back and watch how much better you sleep within a week. Number 10. Reduce xenoestrogens. These are estrogen-mimicking chemicals from plastics, pesticides, and some personal care products, and they bind to your hormone receptors. The simplest wins: stop microwaving food in plastic, switch to glass or stainless steel, and drop the synthetic air fresheners and heavy fragrances. You want to avoid all of it, but cutting the biggest sources reduces the constant estrogenic load on your system. Number 11. Add short, intense bursts. On top of lifting, brief high-intensity efforts, sprints, hill runs, bike intervals have been shown to boost testosterone, while long, steady cardio does the opposite. You don't need much, 6 to 10 all-out sprints of 10 to 30 seconds, once or twice a week. It's quick, it spikes your hormones, and it improves your heart health and insulin sensitivity at the same time. Now, supplements, the honest version. A few have real evidence. Vitamin D if you're low, zinc and magnesium if you're deficient, and ashwagandha, which has decent studies showing modest testosterone increases and lower cortisol. That's basically the list worth your money. Notice what they have in common. They fix a deficiency or lower stress. They're not magic. They support the foundation. They don't replace it. And here's what's a waste of money. Most of those testosterone booster bottles at the supplement store. Tribulus is popular, but the studies show it does basically nothing for testosterone. Most proprietary blends are underdosed pixie dust with a big label and a bigger price. If a product promises to skyrocket your testosterone overnight, that's marketing, not science. Save your $40 and buy better food and a blackout curtain instead. How long until this works? Give it 8 to 12 weeks of doing the big levers consistently. Sleep, lifting, losing fat, cutting alcohol. Most men feel the difference in energy, drive, and mood before the lab number even catches up. Track how you feel. This isn't a one-week hack. It's resetting the system that makes the hormone. But the changes are real, and for a lot of men, they're enough to avoid medication entirely. When should you see a doctor? If you've done the work for 3 months and you still feel flat, low drive, no energy, brain fog, get tested. A full hormone panel runs about $90 to $150 out of pocket, and many insurance plans cover it if you have symptoms. If your levels are genuinely low after a real lifestyle effort, that's a conversation with a doctor about medical options. But earn that conversation by trying the natural route first. If this was useful, tell me in the comments which one you're starting with tonight. Sleep, the gym, or cutting the alcohol. And subscribe, because next we're breaking down exactly how to read your testosterone lab results and what your numbers really mean.